So, I mean, we don't have to go down the road of the details, but your 3-year-old son drowns in your pool. I mean, I lost a 21-year-old son. Fentanyl, it's not the same thing, but losing a child, regardless of age, is a very, very similar feeling between someone who lost a stillborn child and an 80-year-old who loses their 60-year-old son.
My 6-month mark, which was a dark time.
What happened?
And so I headed back to the bus. I got on my little self-help books. I got my weed vape pen that helps me sleep to stop the slideshow, which is what I called these PTSD flashbacks. Visions of moments in the tragedy. River's in the pool face down. I'm pulling him out. His face is purple. His eyes are open. Mouth is open. Hair's messed up. His little arms are loose like a rag doll. I try CPR. I hear that doctor come in and say, no chance. In that moment, I knew where the solution to it was, and it was in the drawer. I had a Glock 9mm. Put it in my mouth, and I thought, this feels right. And in that moment, I realized there was an invader in the bus. And as I recognized that, terror came over me, that I was overtaken by an enemy that had weapons that I could not defend myself against. And it was on that realization that I just cried out, Jesus, please save me. Jesus, like all of a sudden I was scared. Jesus, please. And then the slideshow stopped. The voice stopped. It gave me enough peace to drop the gun on the bed. Who I am today really began that day. That was the final death of the old Granger Smith. I was mortally wounded when I lost Riv, and I died and bled out a slow death for about 6 months. And I'm grateful for that dark night. Because as the world says, bro, you need to forgive yourself. Like, you're not a bad dad, Granger. You need to forgive yourself because it's just not your fault. And to me, I'm thinking, okay, whose fault was it? River died in the pool and I was on watch. Those two things just kept clashing. So when you say the world says, forgive yourself, I'm like, how is that even possible? Like practically, how do I do it? Do I repeat it 10 times? Forgive myself, forgive myself. Yeah. This is what wrecked me with the Bible. As I learned who Jesus is, Jesus was the only one in his gospel that says, you are guilty. Yes. You are broken. You are wrong. You are a sinner. Come to me. I make you new. I clean you. I forgive you. As that started coming out of those pages in the Bible, I thought, I got to tell everybody about this. Because suddenly, a guilty person, a guilty father, shameful father that I was able to be clean, not on my own effort. Mm-hmm. And then when I started looking to him and trusting him as he forgave me, the natural overflow of that then was, I want to be more like him. This is only something I've been able to say recently, and I don't think I've ever said it in a public setting. I told a guy last week who just lost his child, and I said, I want to tell you something, and I don't want you to take it the wrong way, but I want you to kind of meditate on this. I am glad I lost my son. Because I died with him. And the Lord saved me through that. That's what it took. Therefore I say, well then, God, I'm glad I lost my son. Because I would not know him without that.
I understand that. I'm not quite there, but I know what you're feeling, and I do feel blessings in it.